From Mark Mills, Russell Wilson for Aaron Rodgers. Who says no? It's clever. I think Seattle ends up saying no because with just the way the Russell Wilson contract is currently constructed, although I guess waiting until after June 1st does make it a little bit more palatable there. I wonder if both teams would end up saying no here. I appreciate you trying to get creative, though, with two different quarterbacks who have been the subject of trade rumors this offseason. So let's say you could pick just one quarterback, and we'll take the money out of it because I think the money is a big factor here. But which quarterback would you rather have on your team? This is going to be the pinned comment, actually, on today's video. So get the ad break here on YouTube, scroll on down, and spam the comment section with your answers. Type RW for Russell Wilson or type AR for Aaron Rodgers. All right, from Fish the Second. How do you think the Seahawks will implement Cade Johnson and Tammorian Terry into the offense? They might be two UDFAs, but I think they're very solid receivers. Good question. Tammorian Terry is an outside vertical threat wide receiver, is a kind of that typical X receiver where he's going to go downfield, kind of like maybe your DK Metcalf backup if he makes the team. Cade Johnson, meanwhile, slot receiver, good route runner, good hands as well. Maybe your Dwayne Eskridge backup in year one. I don't know if both guys will make the roster. I'd say they are very in good shape to at least make the practice squad. We'll see what ends up happening there, but I do think both guys should have been drafted, and I like those pickups for Seattle. Now, which team do you think had the best NFL draft class this year? My vote, the Chicago Bears. We did an entire breakdown of draft grades, but I want to hear from you guys as well on today's video. Get your votes in and let me know who you think had the best draft class in 2021. Top 5 of the worst picks from the NFL draft. Expletive deleted. Player the Cowboys took is the clear number 1. Other than him, who do you have? I'll go 4 here. I got in order of where they were taken. Trey McKitty was a not top 150 guy for me, so I love what the Chargers did overall, but that was a reach at number 98. Deshaun Wright, I still don't get that pick at number 99 overall. Kene Nwangu, I like as a special teamer. I think he's going to be really good as a kick return guy. I don't know if you draft that guy at 119. That was like a good 50, 60 picks early. And then kicker Evan McPherson out of Florida. Don't draft kickers because the Bengals didn't learn their lesson the last time that they did that. Folks, Chat Sports is now on the Newsbreak app. Download it today at chatsports.com/newsbreak. Right there, bottom of your screen. Also, right there, top as well. It's not just sports videos you can get, by the way, from Chat Sports. There's local news and weather, politics, food, pop culture, all kinds of important stuff that you would normally get in the paper. But like the paper, who gets it delivered these days anymore? Exactly. Now, it's all right on your phone. So get the local news that you need by downloading the app at chatsports.com/newsbreak. We will put that link in the comment section and in the description. And oh, by the way, when you download it using our link, it helps support the show as well. So go get it today, chatsports.com/newsbreak. One more time for you guys. I will put that link in the comment section and in the description to help make your lives a little bit easier. From Mikey, which team will most likely pick number 1 next year, and what options are there to pick? Great question. We will see which team ends up picking number 1 overall. Probably a team not in a great quarterback spot. I'm tempted to throw shade at producer Sam and say the Denver Broncos, but I don't think that's really going to be the case. You'll find some bad teams out there this year. In terms of the options, how about this? How about you make sure your notifications are set to all, because we will do a 2022 way too early NFL mock draft in the very near future. So make sure your notifications are set to all. The default on YouTube is personalized, which means that you'll miss videos. So hit the bell button on your app. Make sure it's set to all instead of personalized. Less than a quarter of you guys who are subscribed actually have it set up that way. Let's get that changed. Make sure those notifications are set to all. And stay tuned for our 2022 NFL mock draft.
What up, T-Man? How would Tre Brown fit into Seattle's defense in 2021? So Sam's nodding his head up and down. I mean, it's a need, right? For Seattle, you needed to go out. You needed to go ahead and address this position. If you can find somebody that can continue to help your secondary, that's what you try to do. So Tre Brown from Oklahoma, pretty good fit. All right, Malcolm, X57, will Jamal Adams get a new deal before the season starts? Great question. I'm actually a believer that, yes, you go out and you try to do everything you possibly can to get a deal done for Adams. The real question is this. What exactly are you going to pay him? Because if you don't go out and pay him, then I'm kind of sitting there like, well, why did you give up 2 first-round picks? The day that they gave up 2 first-rounders, I was like, Adams is going to be a Seahawk. They're going to figure out a way to get a deal done. Now, sure, injury is always kind of, up and down. If he would have got injured, it changes things. People will say that he can't cover. That's okay. He does a job very well by going out and getting after the quarterback, a position where he had 9.5 sacks last year. In terms of how much you're going to have to pay him, I mean, if I'm Adams and I'm Adams' team, I try to shoot for Justin Simmons money. If I'm the Seahawks, I say, well, those guys cover a lot better than you, and I don't know if we're going to pay that much money. However, he is going to be one of the highest paid safeties in the league. There's no doubt about that. But this is the question. Is he actually a top 5 safety? Y for yes or N for no? Being a safety to me means being able to do a lot of different things, but it's also being able to be a good fit for your team. If his fit is being able to come up near the box, is being able to get up near the line and get pressure on the quarterback and have 9.5 sacks a year, that's pretty effective. If you look at it as a safety, as somebody who can drop back into coverage, then no, he's not a top 5 guy. But let me know down in the comments, Y for yes or N for no. What's up, Frankie? Do you think the Seahawks will make the playoffs? I have them as a playoff contender, and as long as you have Russell Wilson, as long as that offense has DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, it's kind of hard to be able to count those guys out. Will the defense be better? You like to believe so. You can't believe that they'd be too much worse, but that's a tough division, man. So we'll see. All right, y'all, I want to get to 250,000 subscribers. We need 3,574 more to go. I remember the day that we hit our first 1,000 subs here. I remember the day we hit 50th, 100,000. The way that this channel continues to grow is by having awesome people who continue to watch us and also spreading the word. So if you could, take the link that y'all see below, send it to some friends out there and be like, hey, well, this is a cool YouTube channel. They do sports content. They get interactive. So Mariners fan, Joe Mannix, Broadway, Kobe, and then Taryn Winfield, I'm looking at you. Spread the love here at Chat Sports, youtube.com/ChatSportsTV. All right, Big Dog 2047. Do you think the Eagles could cut Kelce and put in Landon Dickerson because they would save money and Seahawks signing him if he does? I don't think the Seahawks are going to end up getting him. Also, I'm not going to move on from Kelce. I get that they drafted Landon Dickerson, but the other reason why I wouldn't do it is because he's a solid center, but you're also talking about a player who has some knee injuries. I believe 2 pretty critical knee surgeries as well. If he can stay healthy, good player, no doubt about it. But when you're talking about somebody who has the knee injuries, I'm going to play it safe, and you're going to keep some of your reliable veterans. Let's go to Rashard Lee. Predict Rookie of the Year. Okay, so the Rookie of the Year in the 2021 NFL, I mean, if it's offensive, it's going to be Trevor Lawrence is going to be my easy pick just because he was the number 1 overall pick. We know he's going to get playing time right away. We'll see what happens with Zach Wilson. We'll see what other quarterbacks end up playing right away. I mean, if Justin Fields plays right away, that could definitely be an option there. In terms of defense, I'll go with, this might be an unpopular opinion. That's fine. The show's about. I'm going to go with Odafe Oweh, edge rusher from Baltimore. He's got some big shoes to be able to fill with, you're not having Matthew Judon, and it normally goes to somebody with a lot of sacks. Sure, he didn't have any sacks this past year at Penn State, but he's athletic. He's going to be able to fit into a good defense. Prove me wrong, Odafe, but maybe I'm just a Penn Stater. Let's go to Anthony A. Who's the worst quarterback in the NFL? I mean, in the entire NFL, I might say Nathan Peterman. I don't know how that guy continues to get a job. If you're talking about the worst starting quarterback, I might actually go Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts is probably, I'm trying to think of all the other guys. It depends who starts in Chicago. If Andy Dalton's there, I mean, I'd still probably actually rather have Dalton. No, I think Daniel Jones is better than Jalen Hurts. If in terms of the worst starting quarterback, yeah, I'm probably going to go with Jalen Hurts. Everyday Jam, what playoff last year do you see having a huge fall off? All right, so which playoff team last year do you see having a huge fall off? I mean, I might go Green Bay just for the simple fact of all this drama. And if they do move on from Rodgers and he doesn't play there, I mean, they go from being a top 10 team to I don't even think they're in the top 20. Like, they have a lot of good pieces around them, But if Jordan Love's going to be your starting quarterback, I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to be an absolute disaster. So as it stands right now, I'm going to go out and say the Green Bay Packers. Mark Mulo, appreciate the super. Hey, Mitchell, the face looks good, buddy. Appreciate it. Do you think that Rodgers goes to the West Coast? Rodgers for Wilson with Seattle. So I actually already talked about Russell for Rodgers. It's on our NFL Rumors show, so please go check that out. In terms of the West Coast, it sounds like that's where he wants to go. If you are talking about actually being on the West Coast, being realistic, I think Vegas makes the most sense. It's a quick flight to Los Angeles simply because, again, it's a quick transition there. If he wants to be close to Jeopardy, again, Las Vegas is easy. The other thing I don't get, though, again, I'm not good at geography. Everyone's like, oh, he wants to go to a West Coast team. Go to Denver. I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. But I've said it once, I've said it twice. I think he ends up going to Denver if he does get traded.